Good evening, everyone. I am Akriti Murarka Junjunwala, and it is a pleasure to be the Master of Ceremony for this lovely evening. I, on the behalf of the Embassy of India, Harare, welcome you all on the eve of Namaste Zimbabwe Cultural Festival 2022. As a part of the celebrations of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav under the rubric of India at 75. Gracing us here tonight is the Ambassador of India to Zimbabwe, Shri Vijay Khanduja ji, Mr. Kindness Paradza, Honorable Deputy Minister for Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Mr. Webster Shamu, Honorable Chairman of the Portfolio Committee of Parliament on Foreign Affairs and International Trade, Ms. Priscilla Moyo, Honorable Member of Parliament, Mr. Ruben Chikodo, Honorable Member of Parliament, Dr. Thokozile Chitope, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation. Along with them, I also welcome the sponsors of this event, Mr. P.K. Ganeriwal from the Pure Oil Industries, Mr. Vijay Bhel, CEO, Pepsi, Varun Beverages, Mr. Nand Kishore, Project Manager, AFCONS, Mr. Sanjay Gupta, Chief Engineer and Project Manager, WAPCOS. And I finally welcome you all who have graced us tonight by sparing your precious time for this evening. I now request Ambassador Vijay Khanduja ji to say a few words, please.
Namaste Zimbabwe. Thank you, the Director of Ceremonies, Akriti ji. Gives me great pleasure in welcoming Honorable Deputy Minister of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Honorable Kindness Paradza, Mr. Webster Shamu, Honorable Chairman of the Portfolio Committee of Parliament on Foreign Affairs and International Trade, Honorable Priscilla Moyo, Member of Parliament, Honorable Ruben Chikodo, Member of Parliament, Dr. Thokozile Chitepo, Permanent Secretary, Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation, representing the Honorable Minister, Kirsty Coventry, ambassadors and members of the Diplomatic Corps, senior officers from the Ministries of Foreign Affairs and International Trade, other ministries and organizations of the Government of Zimbabwe, captains of industry, Ms. Divya Yana Madala, Director, Mr. Vineet Nigam, Mr. Sachin Bansal from the Office of Comptroller and Auditor General of India. They are here to audit us. My own colleagues from the embassy and volunteers, members of the media, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. We are celebrating the second edition of Namaste Zimbabwe Festival. We had celebrated the first edition in 2021 in the month of November. Namaste is a form of greetings. We join hands and bow down. It consists of two Sanskrit words, Namah and Te. I bow down to you, I respect you. And the joining of the palms also helps improve concentration, memory, and focus, and brings peace to oneself. I would, at the outset itself, like to thank our sponsors, Messrs. Varun Beverages, Mr. Vijay Behel, CEO. They are the makers of the Pepsi products here. Zim Gold, Mr. P.K. Ganeriwal. AFCONS, Mr. Sahil Patel, who is the head of the international business. WAPCOS, Mr. Sanjay Gupta, he's amongst us also. As also the Hindu societies in Harare, Mr. Narendra Bhai Patel, he is the president. We are taking this event to Bulwayo and Rusape as well. And the Hindu societies over there have also pitched in to make this program a success. I would like to acknowledge the generous contribution of our sponsors, without whose support it would not have been possible to organize the event. Gratitude also to the Indian Council for Cultural Relations, which is an autonomous body under the Ministry of External Affairs, Government of India, for sending the troops from India, and particularly the Director General, Ambassador Kumar Tohin. In this year edition, we have endeavored to bring continuity with change, and today's bouquet includes Kuchipudi dance by Miss Jane Mary Matthew. We've got her from Netherlands. Kalaripattu by the troupe led by Mr. Ajit Kumar Thankapan Nadar. Kerala, they are from Kerala. Kerala is down south in India, and it is known as God's own country. It's also very famous for spices and Ayurveda. Bharatnatyam, again from a state in south of India, Tamil Nadu, by Mr. Glendale Mudzimu. He was the ICCR scholar, Indian Council for Cultural Relations, who have sponsored the troops here. Then we have Bollywood performance by Ms. Vidhi Parekh and Ms. Avnika Patel. And vocal music, most of the troops have come from the south, so Ms. Oshin Bhatia and her troupe are there to balance out, to provide the whole of India approach. We hope to hear some Bollywood songs from them also. Let me recap the progress made in India-Zimbabwe relationship over the last 1 year since we held the Namaste Zimbabwe first edition. Our relationship, strong relationship has been buttressed with the visit of Honorable First Lady, Dr. Auxilia Mnangagwa, in the month of May. And with that, we started the high-level exchanges also this year. She was awarded in India with a PhD degree by G.D. Goenka University for her philanthropic work. Honorable First Lady heads the Angel of Hope Foundation, and Government of India has gifted 950 sewing machines to the foundation this year. There was also a very successful visit of Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs and Parliamentary Affairs from India to Zimbabwe in the month of June. He called on the President and the Speaker, as also met with Foreign Minister Shava. He handed over a consignment of anti-tuberculosis medicines as a gift from India, as also inaugurated the new CNC machines installed at the Indo-Zim Technology Centers. He inaugurated at the Harare Institute of Technology in Harare. He also handed over a sample sewing machine during the visit to the Honorable First Lady from the lot of 950 machines that the Government of India had promised. This was followed in the month of July by the visit of Honorable Information Minister Monica Muchwangwa to India, accompanied by 2 deputy ministers from Finance and Health to attend the CII, Confederation of Indian Industry, Exim Bank Conclave on India-Africa Growth Partnership. The Deputy Minister of Transport, Honorable Madiro, also visited India. We have had a session of Foreign Office consultations in India, for which officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Trade traveled in the month of September, after a gap of over 4 years. The second visit by Honorable Information Minister Monica Muchwangwa for the International Film Festival of India in the month of November has opened new areas of collaboration. Deputy Minister of Higher and Tertiary Education, Innovation, Science and Technology, Dr. Raymond Machingura, visited India in November to attend UNESCO India-Africa Hackathon. There have been official level visits too of Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Defense, Ambassador Mark Gray Marongwe, and that of Commissioner General of Police, Matanga, to attend Interpol meeting during the year. More recently, Honorable Speaker from the National Assembly paid a highly successful visit to India from 7th to 11th December. The visit by Honorable Minister was the first after 1986. He was accompanied by Honorable Webster Shamu, who is present amongst us. He's chairman of the Portfolio Committee, as I mentioned, on Foreign Affairs and International Trade, Honorable Priscilla Moyo, and Honorable Ruben Chikudo. I would also like to mention that from the lines of credit of almost 500 million that the Government of India offered during the visit of Vice President in the month of November 2018, the work on Deka water pumping station and river pipeline project is going on apace and is scheduled for completion by March 2023. Messrs. FCONS, one of our sponsors, are carrying out that project. Another company and sponsor for this evening, Messrs. Vapcos, is the project management consultant. This would be the first project to be completed under the 3 lines of credit that the Government of India extended. From the other 2 lines of credit, the DPR, the detailed project report of Hawange Life Extension Project, has also been submitted. Congratulations to Messrs. Vapcos for submitting the DPR on time within the 6 months from the signing of the contract. The contract for Bulawayo Thermal Power Plant refurbishment has also been signed, and we hope to see the work start at an early date. These visits and the projects have given a new momentum to the bilateral relationship, and we must endeavor to capitalize on these initiatives to make the relationship more broad-based and stronger. I also would like to take the opportunity to thank the government of Zimbabwe for their support in organization of this festival. I wish all the success to the artists and to my colleagues who have put in a very hard work. My colleagues know the consequences if it's otherwise. Thank you very much once again for your honored presence. Namaste, Zimbabwe. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador Khanduja, for your enlightening remarks. Now I would like to call our chief guest, Mr. Kindness Paradza, Honorable Deputy Minister for Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services, Zimbabwe.
Good evening to you all. Thank you very much. May I recognize the presence of the Ambassador of India to Zimbabwe, Your Excellency, Mr. Khanduja. May I also recognize the Chairman of the Foreign Affairs Committee in Parliament, Honorable Shamu, and Honorable Chikudo and Honorable Moyo, who have just returned from India. May I also recognize the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Chitepo, and the Minister of Youth, Sports, Arts and Recreation. May I also recognize the ambassadors who are here and those in the diplomatic corps, members of the Indian in the diaspora who are here, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends. It is a great honor and privilege for me that I have been requested by His Excellency the Ambassador to just say a few remarks on this important occasion where we join the Indian community in the celebration of a magnificent cultural festival as part of the celebrations of Azadi Ka Amariti Mahotsavu, India, 875. Am I correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Zimbabwe and India have a relationship that is emotively cast on a shared history and cherished bilateral experiences. The bond between our two nations exceeds the limits of political and economic convenience, hence our fraternity is solid. This explains the Ministry of Information, Publicity and Broadcasting Services participation at this momentous edition of Namaste Zimbabwe, which is predicted on the 75th anniversary of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. This is an initiative of the government of India to celebrate and commemorate 75 years of independence and the glorious history of its people, culture, and achievements. To quote Prime Minister of India, Mr. Modi, let me quote, open quote, like the history of the freedom movement, the journey of 75 years after independence is a reflection of the hard work, innovation, enterprise of ordinary Indians. Whether in the country or abroad, we Indians have proven ourselves with our hard work. We are proud of our constitution. We are proud of our democratic traditions. India, rich in knowledge and science, is leaving its mark from Mars to the moon, a close quote. And that's Prime Minister Modi. Given the expressed essence of this gathering, it is difficult for one to notice any points of disjuncture between our nation's ideals and cardinal values. Harare and Delhi are foregrounded in the conscious conviction of enhancing the value chains of industry and commerce. This has been expressed in the prominent, our mantra, Nyika inovakwa neve nevayo. Zimbabwe is built by its own people policy, which was enunciated by Dr. Emerson Mnangagwa, our president. Tonight's gathering affirms the need to strengthen cooperation between our sister nations. From an information and publicity standpoint, India at present has 1,000 television channels broadcasting in 20 languages, 200 of which disseminate educational and entertainment content, with 12 channels dedicated for each school grade. It is important that Zimbabwe taps into this experience. India also has 160 community radio stations compared to ours, we only have 14 radio stations, with a 20-kilometer broadcasting radius each. India is a 113-year-old film industry and is now the post-production hub of the world. This year, to mark the 75th independence anniversary, as such, we are compelled by India's experimental character to draw lessons of retooling the media sector. We also read from India's constitution and processes to emulate values of freedom of information and access to information, as underscored in our own constitution, section 61 and section 62. Given this profile, it is prudent that cooperation must be established between Zimbabwe and India in the following areas: joint film production, riding on the experiences of Bollywood, content exchange, training of news agencies, technical support for the supply of cameras, studio sets, OB vans, and other broadcasting equipment, digitalization, migration support, sharing experiences on the sustainable management of community radio stations. On the other hand, the increased influence of Bollywood demonstrates a strategic alternative to the predominant Hollywood view. This presents a decolonial turning point, radically shifting the geography of media-centered, and I quote, manufacturing of content from the global north to the global south. Bollywood, conjoined with the Nollywood, are now the geopolitical symbol of the global south's counterposition to Hollywood as a global north hegemony front. With relevant policy tools, the emergence of Zimbabwe, these are our own, Zimbabwe, is a dream that can be turned into a reality. To this end, my minister, Honorable Senator Monica Mchangwa, was invited to participate in the 53rd edition of the International Film Festival of India. The film festival provided an excellent opportunity for Zimbabwe to glean valuable lessons on commercializing the film production industry, with mutually beneficial prospects for both film producers and media houses seeking content. You have said it all, our First Lady has been there, our ministers have been there, and the team has just returned with the Honorable Speaker of Parliament and the parliamentary team on foreign affairs. They were also there in India. The festival, Mr. Ambassador, also showcased how a country's political history can be preserved, packaged, and distributed in agreeable format for the young generations who are no longer inclined to overtly deductive methods, historical lessons delivery. To this end, allow me to indicate that Zimbabwe is always open to similar exchanges with India in the future. Without further ado, allow me to give my heartfelt cheers to the future of our bilateral relations. Long live the arts industry, long live the film industry, long live Bollywood and Zimbabwe as well. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Very well said.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Minister, for such nice words. It is time to start the evening and leave the stage for some mesmerizing cultural performances. Our first performance is an Indian classical dance form called Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi comes from the Indian state of Andhra Pradesh and is known for its impressive and quick footwork, expressive eye movements, and spirited narrative involving typical worship of Hindu gods Shiv and Krishna. The opening item in Kuchipudi today is a combination of Purva Rangam Brahmanjali, a traditional Kuchipudi item which is an invocation and shows worship and devotion to Lord Shiva, the gurus, musicians, and everyone else. It has both abhinaya, which is expressions, and nritya, dance elements. This will be followed by Sri Vigna Rajam Bhaje, Sri Vigna Rajam Bhaje, a composition in the worship of Lord Ganesh, who is the remover of all obstacles. The dance will be performed by Miss Jane Mary Matthew. She is also known by her stage name Manjiram and is a dedicated and passionate Kuchipudi dancer based in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Originally from Kerala, she has trained in Kuchipudi and Bharatanatyam for over 15 years. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Miss Jane Mary Matthew.
मन्दरमुखं मन्तकातकसुतं तमिह श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे
श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे
श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे
श्रीविघ्नराजं भजेऽहं 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 भजे तमिह श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे सुरेन्द्र महनीय गुणशीलम्
सेवित सुरेन्द्र महनीय गुणशीलं जप तप समाधि सुख वरदानुकूलम्
भावित सुरमणिगण भक्त परिपालं भयङ्कर विशङ्कमातङ्ग कुलकालम्
श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे श्रीविघ्नराजं भजे
That was such a soulful performance by Miss Jane Mary Matthew. Please give her a huge round of applause, please. Now, we present an Indian martial art form called Kalari Payattu by Sri Ajit Kumar Thankapan Nadar, accompanied by Sri Shivam Tomar, Sri Vishnu, Sri Sunil Kumar, Sri Vishak, Sri Anish, and Sri Sam John from the Maruti Kalari Sangam, an institution in Kerala which was founded in 1957 by Sri Thankapan Asan. Kalari Payattu, also known simply as Kalari, meaning battlefield, is an Indian martial art form that originated in modern-day Kerala, a state on the southwestern coast of India. Kalari Payattu is known for its long-standing history within Indian martial arts and is one of the oldest surviving martial arts in India. Kalari Payattu is a form of martial art designed for the ancient battlefield with weapons and combative techniques that are unique to Kerala. Please, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together to call in Mr. Ajit Kumar and troop.
Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om
Thank you so much, Shri Ajit Kumarji. That was just an amazing performance. It was so enthralling. I'm sure our audience can't keep their eyes away from the stage. We now present a dance from southern India. It's called Bharatnatyam. Presented. Thank you so much, Shri Ajit Kumarji. That was just an amazing performance. It was so enthralling. I'm sure our audience can't keep their eyes away from the stage. We now present a dance from southern India. It's called Bharatnatyam, presented by Mr. Glendale, who is an ICCR scholarship holder and has trained in India for the past 2 years. Please welcome Mr. Glendale.
Jump, उस जालिम ने चौक पर हमने कलेजा रख दिया, चाकू की नोक पर। मेरा चैन वैन सब उजड़ा, जालिम नजर हटा ले। मेरा चैन वैन सब उजड़ा, जालिम नजर हटा ले। बर्बाद हो रहे हैं जी, बर्बाद हो रहे हैं जी तेरे अपने शहर वाले। मेरा चैन वैन सब उजड़ा, जालिम नजर हटा ले। बर्बाद हो रहे हैं जी तेरे अपने शहर वाले। हाँ, मेरी अंगड़ाई न टूटे तू आजा, मेरी अंगड़ाई न टूटे तू आजा।
कजरा रे कजरा रे कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना। कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना। ओ कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना। कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना।
हो मेरे नैना, मेरे नैना, मेरे नैना जुड़वा नैना।
कजरा रे तेरे कारे कारे नैना।
लड़के और लड़के कहाँ से आया है रे तू? प्यारा है शक्ल से, अकल का मारा है रे तू। लड़के और लड़के कहाँ से आया है रे तू? प्यारा है शक्ल से, अकल का मारा है रे तू।
हाँ चल गई मेरी बातों से तू चल गई। हाँ खल गई तुझे खल गई मेरी बेपरवाही खल गई। मोहतरमा तू किस खेत की मूली है जरा पता।
टीवी पे ब्रेकिंग न्यूज हर मेरा घाघरा है, बगदाद से लेके दिल्ली आगरा। टीवी पे ब्रेकिंग न्यूज हर मेरा घाघरा है, बगदाद से लेके दिल्ली आगरा।
Thank you, Vidhi, for that energetic performance. Please, audience, can we have a huge round of applause for her? I once again invite Miss Jane for another Kuchipudi dance performance, please. Thank you, Miss Jane, once again for stealing our hearts. A huge round of applause, please. We present another Kalari Payattu performance again by Shri Ajit Kumar and his team. Thank you, Shri Ajit Kumar sir, for such an energetic performance. And now, audience, we will take you through the journey of the Indian tricolor, a journey of 75 years of independence since 1947. A documentary on this journey of the Indian tricolor will be shown while the stage is also prepped for the last performance of the evening. Thank you.
I am the tricolor. 75 years ago, I was unfurled to mark a new dawn for India. A young nation with an ancient civilization. In 1947, the newly independent India faced enormous challenges. The battle of poverty, confronting illiteracy, integration of more than 560 dominions into one nation, providing basic amenities to its citizens and embarking on a journey of growth and transformation. Since then, I have been a witness to an India that braved those myriad challenges by evolving constantly, and whose voice is now shaping the global discourse. I flutter with immense pride as we celebrate the 75th anniversary of India's independence. As the nation celebrates its Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, Har Ghar Tiranga campaign has taken me to all corners of India, from Ladakh to Kerala, from Manipur to Rajasthan. I, as a symbol of unity and strength of India, will rise and fly. India at 75 is a perfect blend of ancient cultural heritage and modernity, standing at the cusp of history. With the support of various farmer-centric schemes, policies, and advanced R&D facilities in place, India today is one of the largest producers and exporters of agricultural products. India's space program is reflective of the robustness and versatility of India's scientific capabilities. ISRO has made its mark in the field of space technology by launching a great number of satellites from all across the globe, from Chandrayaan to Mangalyaan, from PSLV to Mission Shakti, and visionary projects like Chandrayaan 3 and Gaganyaan lined up. India has managed to conquer space time and time again. The tremendous growth in India's science and technology sector is a product of some brave and exploratory initiatives taken up by the government to inject innovation and entrepreneurship into the work culture. Today, we are a nuclear powerhouse, making exponential advancements in bio and nanotechnology and conquering the digital age through revolutionary ideas like Digital India. India's IT sector has grown by leaps and bounds in the last few years. The sector is expected to skyrocket given the rising demand of newer technologies like cloud and analytics. India's GDP has seen a constant upward trend in recent times. Industrialization, especially the manufacturing sector, has reaped the benefits of the world's youngest and largest workforce through innovative flagship programs like Make in India, Skill India, and Startup India. Today, India is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world, with more than 100 unicorn startups worth more than $300 billion. The world witnessed India's true capabilities in terms of healthcare during the COVID-19 pandemic. Hailed as the pharmacy of the world, India is now seen as a favored destination by people from around the world for obtaining high-quality medical care at affordable prices. Premier Indian institutions are credited for producing experts, skilled professionals, and global leaders in every field. The public health and education infrastructure has seen an exponential growth in the last few years. Initiatives like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, and the new education policy of 2020 were a step further to strengthening this very foundation. Be it the Ayushman Bharat scheme or the world's largest vaccination drive, one can be assured that the future of India's health sector is in safe hands. Khelo India and Fit India campaigns are giving this young nation a new energy and dynamism. One of my proudest moments is when I'm raised to herald the victory of an Indian, along with the national anthem playing in the background and the cheering crowd there and back home. In 2014, India got a resolution adopted by the United Nations to celebrate 21st June every year as the International Day of Yoga. Today, the whole world is practicing yoga for a healthy living. Over the past few years, India has witnessed extensive growth in the speed, scale, and quality of infrastructure. Today, the country is globally recognized for the fastest construction of highways, expressways, ports, dams, airports, railways, tunnels, and bridges. India is boldly facing the global challenges today and overcoming these challenges. India is now a global player and contributes constructively on important international policy matters. Today, the world sees me flying high at all major global summits and conferences. India has always been ready to share the fruits of its growth and development with fellow nations through lines of credit, capacity building infrastructure projects, educational scholarships, civilian and military training courses, heritage restoration programs. In the spirit of share and care, India has led many humanitarian aid and rescue operations worldwide, assisting not only Indians but foreigners also. The sustenance of our connection with the Indian diaspora worldwide is another key focus of the present government and is supporting it through various schemes and policies. India is taking a lead in the fight against climate change. India has launched global initiatives like International Solar Alliance, Coalition for Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, and Mission Life. Adapting and shifting to sustainable means for producing energy has been an ongoing priority that the country has put its mind to. India knows how to protect its borders with one of the strongest defense forces in the world. Learning from its past, the new India is relentlessly working to provide quality life to its citizens and build an Atmanirbhar future for all Indians.
भारत एक मजबूत सरकार के नेतृत्व में, एक स्थिर सरकार के नेतृत्व में, एक निर्णायक सरकार के नेतृत्व में नए सपने भी देख रहा है, नए संकल्प भी ले रहा है और संकल्पों को सिद्धि में परिवर्तित करने के लिए जी जान से जुटा हुआ भी है.
Journey of the next 25 years, from the 75th year of independence to the 100th, marks the Amrit Kal. Today, I see India ready to lead the world into the Amrit Kal of development, harmony and peace. India aims to be a green, clean, sustainable and reliable nation. Driven by the forces of innovation and entrepreneurship, the country is ready to lead the way.
India is truly shining, ladies and gentlemen. And now, we present a vocal performance by Miss Oshin Bhatia. Oshin is a Delhi-born soul passionate about ghazal and an ardent fan of Sufi music since her childhood. Oshin received her classical tutelage under Dr. Shubhadra Desai. Over the years, she got trained in the Gwalior Gharana of classical music. But the love for music propelled Oshin to learn the nuances of light music under Mr. Brij Mohan Nagar. She has been recognized by the legends of ghazal and Sufi singers of the country and performed with the likes of Sri Pankaj Udas in the Khazana festival. Oshin has also shared the stage with Rekha Bharadwaj and Talat Aziz, to name a few. Over the years, she has gained a reputation for performing and enthralling the audience with her voice at live shows and festivals like the Jashn-e-Adab, the Urdu Heritage Festival, and the Sufi festivals organized by the Sahitya Kala Parishad and the events by ICCR. Miss Oshin Bhatia will be accompanied by her team, which will be playing several musical instruments. So I welcome on stage Miss Oshin Bhatia, Mr. Monis Zamir on tabla, Mr. Imran Khan on keyboard, Mr. Amit Kumar Bhatia on guitar, and Mr. Arbaz Khan on percussions. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Oshin Bhatia.
Krishna Govinda Hare Murari Shri Krishna Govinda Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Pit Mat Swami Sakha Hamare Pit Mat Swami Sakha Hamare He Nath Narayan Vasudeva Shri Krishna Govind Hare Murari He Nath Narayan Vasudeva पिया इन नैनन में पिया इन नैनन में पलक ढाप तो है दूं ना मैं देखूं किसी गैर को ना तो ही देखन दूं सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम सांसों की माला पे सिमरूं मैं पी का नाम सांसों की माला पे सिमरू मैं पीता नाम। Thank you so much. गा रे गा रे ने दा सा। कागा सब तन खायो, मोरा चुन चुन खायो मांस। ये दो नैना मत खायो, इनमें मोरे पिया मिलन की आस। खुसरूबाजी प्रेम की मैं तो खेलूं पी के संग। जीत गई तो पिया मोरे हारी पी के संग में। छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मोसी नैना मिलई के। छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मोसी नैना मिलई के। You can clap if you want to, if you're enjoying. I'll appreciate that. छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मोसी नैना मिलई के। नैना मिलई के, नैना मिलई के, नैना मिलई के, नैना मिलई के। छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मोसी नैना मिलई के। छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मोसी नैना, मोसी नैना मिलई के। नैना मिलई के, नैना मिलई के, नैना मिलई के, नैना मिलई के। छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मोसी नैना मिलई के। जाए प्रेम भट्टी का मधुआ पिलेंगे प्रेम भट्टी का मधुआ पिलेंगे मतवारी कर दी मेरे मुस्लिना मिलेगी छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मुस्लिना मिलेगी नैना मिलेगी नैना मिलेगी नैना मिलेगी नैना मिलेगी मतवारी कर दी रे मुस्लिना मिलेगी छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मुस्लिना मिलेगी मोही सुहागन की रे मुस्लिना मुस्लिना मिलेगी छाप तिलक सब छीन रे मुस्लिना मिलेगी थैंक यू सो मच आपके हसीन रुख पे आज नया नूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपके हसीन रुख पे आज नया नूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपकी निगाह ने कहा तो कुछ जरूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपके हसीन रुख पे आज नया नूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है झुकी झुकी निगाह में भी है बड़ा की शौखियाँ झुकी झुकी निगाह में भी है बड़ा की शौखियाँ दबी दबी हंसी में भी तड़प रही है बिजलियाँ शबाब आपका शबाब आपका शबाब आपका नशे में खुद ही चोर चोर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपके हसीन रुख पे आज नया नूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर थैंक यू सो मच तू जो छूले प्यार से आराम से मर जाऊं तू जो छूले प्यार से आराम से मर जाऊं आजा चंदा बाहों में तुझ में ही गुम हो जाऊं मैं तेरे नाम में खो जाऊं सैया 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 आजा चंदा बाहों में तुझ में ही गुम हो जाऊं सैया 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 Thank you. ऐसे लहरा के तू रूबरू आ गई धड़कने बेतहाशा तड़पने लगी तीर ऐसा लगा दर्द ऐसा जगा तीर ऐसा लगा दर्द ऐसा लगा चोट दिल पे वो खाई मजा आ गया मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया जोश ही जोश में मेरी आगोश में जोश ही जोश में मेरी आगोश में आके तू जो समाई मजा आ गया मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया रेत ही रेत थी मेरे दिल में बसी रेत ही रेत थी मेरे दिल में बसी प्यास ही प्यास थी जिंदगी मेरी आज सहराओं में इश्क के गाँव में आज सहराओं में इश्क के गाँव में बारिशें घिर के आई मजा आ गया मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली
Come on, if you're enjoying, clap.
मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर मेरे रश के कमर तेरी पहली नजर टूट दिल पे वो खाई मजा आ गया मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर मेरे रश के कमर तूने पहली नजर जब नजर से मिलाई मजा आ गया
मजा आया? Thank you so much.
गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी दिल हो गया संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारों संभलना मुश्किल हो गया गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारो संभलना मुश्किल हो गया ला 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 दिल में मेरे ख्वाब तेरे तस्वीर जैसे हो दीवार पे तुझ पे फिदा मैं क्यों हुआ आता है गुस्सा मुझे प्यार पे मैं लुट गया मान के दिल का कहा मैं किसी का ना रहा क्या कहूँ मैं दिलरुबा बुरा ये जादू तेरी आंखों का ये मेरा कातिल हो गया गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी Can you sing with me? All of you? गुलाबी जो तेरी शराबी हो गया संभालो ओ मेरे संभलना हो गया ला 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 गुलाबी आंखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारो संभलना मुश्किल हो गया थैंक यू लग जा गले कि फिर हंसी रात हो न हो शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले कि फिर हंसी रात हो न हो शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले से पास आए कि हम नहीं आएंगे बार बार बाहें गले में डाल के हम रोल जार आँखों से फिर ये प्यार की बरसात हो न हो शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले कि फिर हंसी रात हो न हो शायद फिर इस जन्म में मुलाकात हो न हो लग जा गले से Thank you so much. जरा सी आहट हो होती है तो दिल सोचता है कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, जरा सी आहट होती है तो दिल सोचता है कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं। छुपके सीने में छुपके सीने में कोई जैसे सदा देता है, शाम से पहले दिया दिल को जला देता है उसी की ये सदा, है उसी की अदा, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, जरा सी आहट होती है तो दिल सोचता है कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं, कहीं ये वो तो नहीं। Thank you so much. आना आना ना ना आ आ आ ना तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा है, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा है, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा असां ते तैनू रब मनिया। तुझ बिन जीना भी क्या जीना, तुझ बिन जीना जीना, तुझ बिन जीना, तुझ बिन जीना भी क्या जीना, तुझ बिन जीना भी क्या जीना, तेरी चौखट मेरा मदीना, तुझ बिन जीना भी क्या जीना, तेरी चौखट मेरा मदीना, कहीं और ना सजदा गवारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा है, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया। Come on. हंसते हंसते हर गम सहना, राज़ी तेरी रज़ा में रहना, महबूब चाहे इस दुनिया का हो या उस दुनिया का हो, उसकी रज़ा में राज़ी रहना चाहिए, शांति रहती है। हंसते हंसते हर गम सहना, राज़ी तेरी रज़ा में रहना, तूने मुझको सिखाया यारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा है, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा, असां ते तैनू। आपकी तालियों का साथ मिल जाए तो ज्यादा मजा आएगा, जोरदार ये बात। मजा नहीं आ रहा, जोर से, थक गए। दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा है, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा है, दस होर केड़ा रब दा दवारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया, तू माने या ना माने दिलदारा, असां ते तैनू रब मनिया। की हर निगाह पे बल खा के पी गया, लहरों से खेलता हुआ लहरा के पी गया, पास रहता है दूर रहता है, कोई दिल में सुरूर रहता है, जब से देखा है तेरी आँखों को, हल्का हल्का सुरूर रहता है, ये
जो हल्का हल्का, ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया। ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया। तेरे प्यार ने, तेरी चाह ने, तेरे प्यार ने, तेरी चाह ने, तेरी बहकी बहकी निगाह ने मुझे एक शराबी बना दिया। ये जो हल्का 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 हल्का, ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है। ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया। तेरे प्यार ने, तेरी चाह ने, तेरी बहकी बहकी निगाह ने मुझे एक शराबी बना दिया। ये जो हल्का हल्का, मेरे बाद किसको सताओगे, मेरे बाद किसको सताओगे, मुझे किस तरह से मिटाओगे, कहाँ जाके तेरे चलाओगे। मेरी दोस्ती की बनाए लो, मुझे हाथ उठा कर दुआएं दो। तुम्हें एक कातिल बना दिया। ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया। ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, ये तेरी नजर का कसूर है कि शराब पीना सिखा दिया। तेरी बहकी बहकी निगाह ने, तेरी बहकी बहकी निगाह ने मुझे एक शराबी बना दिया। ये जो हल्का हल्का सुरूर है, रखियो बला झूले लालण सिंधड़ दा सेवण दा अली शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर अली शाहबाज कलंदर अली दम दम दे अंदर हो लाल मेरी पत रखियो बला लोले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर अली शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम 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 मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर चार चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा चार चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा चार चराग तेरे बलन हमेशा पंजवा में बालन आया बला झोले लालन सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम 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 मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर अली शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर मावानू पीरा बछड़े देने नीरे गा नीरे माँ नीरे गा 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 नीरे माँ 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 नीरे गा 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 नीरे माँ 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 मदने सने माँ सने पा मदने सने माँ मदने मन पा दे लरे नीदा सा 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 नीदा सा 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 नीदा रे 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 नीदा सा 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 पारे गा मा पा पारे गा मा पा पारे गा मा पा सा पा मा गा मा गा पा मा पा गा मा गा पा मा पा मदने गा रे 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 मदने गा रे सा रे 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 दा सा रे 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 गा रे रे गा मा मा Mama, 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 sapa, mama, 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 ni da ni da mama, mama, ni ni da ma na ni sa ni pa re ga re ma ga pa ma dha pa ni dha sa ni pa re ga re sa 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 मावानू पीरा बछड़े देन मावानू पीरा बछड़े देन पैणा नू देना है मेरे मेला झोले लालड़ सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर अली शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर हिंद सिंध पेरा तेरी नौबत बाजे हिंद सिंध पेरा तेरी नौबत बाजे नाल बजे घड़ी आल बला झोले लालड़ सिंधड़ी दा सेवण दा सखी शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम 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 मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर अली शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम 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 मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर अली शाहबाज कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर ओ लाल मेरी पत रखियो बला रोले लालड़ सिंधड़े दा सेवण दा सखी शाबाश कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर अली दा पहला नंबर अली शाबाश कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर दमादम मस्त कलंदर थैंक यू सो मच साडा कलिया जी नहीं लगना साडा कलिया जी नहीं लगना सजना तेरे बिना है सजना तेरे बिना हो सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना है सजना तेरे बिना हो सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना है सजना तेरे बिना हो दिल कमला डूब डूब जावे दिल कमला डूब डूब जावे सजना तेरे बिना है सजना तेरे बिना हो सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना एक बहुत बड़े सूफी संत हुए हैं बाबा गुलाम फरीद उन्होंने क्या खूब कहा है जिनिया तन मेरे ते लगियां तेरे एक लगे तो तू जाने जितनी दर्द तकलीफ तूने मुझे दी है तुझे मिले तो तू जाने तुझे पता चले जिनिया तन मेरे ते लगिया तेरे एक लगे ते तू जाने गुलाम फरीदा दिल उथे दे जिथे अगला कदर भी जाने हाय सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सानू एक पल चैन ना आवे सजना तेरे बिना है सजना तेरे बिना है सजना तेरे बिना थैंक यू सो मच
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for our performancers, please. Thank you, Miss Oshin and team. That was truly amazing. After all these enthralling performances, we hope that you enjoyed your journey to India through its cultural performances as much as we enjoyed taking you through them. Now, I would like to announce the curtain call ceremony, and for that, I would like to invite all the artists on stage once again, please. I once again thank you all for being a part of Namaste Zimbabwe, and also extend our heartfelt thanks to our sponsors, Varun Beverages, Zim Gold, Afcons, Wapcos, and now we would request you to proceed for some delicious Indian delicacies after a last round of applause for all our performancers, please.